Okay, welcome to MA1001. In today's session, we trying to understand how to find the order basis of linear transformation. Okay, so whenever you going to solve this type of question, so you get a two type of question. Let's suppose you have a one question like this: t comma x comma y comma z. Okay, this is belonging to y comma of z. Okay, so you are seeing this is the transformation between r3 to r2, and you get a some equation like that: t comma of x comma y is transformation between 2x comma of y. Okay, so this is the transformation of r2 to r2. Okay, so you are saying there is a two transformation. There are the one transformation from r3 to r2, and another transformation is r2 from r2. So this is our example 1, and this is our example 2, and here we trying to learn some rules and some tricks to finding a ordered basis. Okay, so let we move forward and we trying here we start. Okay, so let's suppose from first question. Okay, we try with the second example. So in our second example number 2, so what we have t of x comma of y, and which is belonging to 2x comma of y. Okay, we have a one basis. Always remember that whenever you going to solve this type of question, they already given you a basis. Okay, so what you have to do now, it's a very easy thing. You have to just put this value in the x comma of y, and you get the corresponding 2x comma y value. Okay, so let me put this value t of, okay, so let me zoom something. Okay, so t of 1 comma of 0, you put this value in above. So what you get 2 comma of 0. Okay, and if you put value 0 comma of 1, so what you get 0 comma 1. Okay, from above equation. 1 second. Okay, so you are seeing that this thing. Okay, so you put this value, you get this value. Okay, so you get this value. This, however, we solve this type of question now. Okay, we solve this question, so you have to write this thing in a linear transformation form, in a vector form. Okay, so how you write in a vector form, in a linear transformation form, in a vector form? Okay, so how you write now? See here, you get a 2 comma 0, so you have to use this two basis. Okay, so 2, 1 second, we change your pen color. Okay, so 2 comma of 0 you get how? From the linear transformation of 2 comma of 1 comma of 0 plus 0 of 0 comma of 1. Okay, and same thing for you, 0 comma of 1. Okay, so how you get 0 of 0 comma 1 comma of 0 and 1 of 0 comma of 1. So however you write this thing now, you write this thing in a form of linear transformation of using these two bases. Okay, however you have to just pause this video and understand once again, start again the watching video, then you able to understand what we do now. We use this ordered basis. Okay, in previously what we do, we get this linear transformation function. Okay, what we get a linear transformation function and some type of the basis. We already get the basis in the question, so we just put that value and we get some corresponding value. We already know that a function is like a machine. If we give some input, they throw some output. Okay, so here we put a input and they gave the output. We know that, but this is the function method. Okay, but we are doing here linear algebra. Okay, and how we get this value? We get this value by using this basis, like this input method. So same thing, we write this thing in a form of linear algebra, in a vector form. Okay, we writing this thing in a vector form, and you are watching this thing. 1 second, where is the some extra color? Okay, we use this. You watching this thing this thing, this coefficients. Okay, so you have to this coefficient. Okay, this is the coefficient for 2 comma 0, 2 and 0, and this is the coefficient 0 comma 0 and 1. Okay, okay, this is the coefficient for 0 and 1. Okay, so this is your coefficient 0 1. So how you write this thing? You first write this thing in the form of column vector. So 2 0 and this 0 and 1. So this is your order basis. Okay, let me start understanding again. Okay, we start from again. So we start again. So if you easily understand, first of all, what you have to do, first of all, in a question they gave you a linear transformation. Okay, so if your linear transformation have the equal dimension, okay, if your linear transformation have the equal dimension, then what you have to do, first of all, you have to put your basis value, the value of the basis already given in your question. So you have to put this basis value in the question. Okay, so however we put the basis value in t x comma of y, you get the 1 comma of 0 and the corresponding value 2 comma of 0, putting this value in this equation. Okay, so you get the final value 2 comma 0 and 0 comma 1. This value is the this value of the t 1 comma 0 and 2 comma 0. This is the in the form of a linear transformation or a linear mapping form, but we have to convert this thing in a vector form. Okay, so how we convert in the vector form? We have to just take all the bases, okay, all the possible bases, and we have to perform operation, vector addition or vector multiplication operation, and we have to get these values. Okay, these values, and the coefficient of the basis will be become your order basis. So this is the order basis. Okay, now we understand with another example. Okay, so example number 1, we understand from example number 1, what happen if our linear transformation from R3 to R2. What happen if our linear transformation is from R3 to R2. Okay, so if you get this type of question now, let's suppose we have the question t of x comma y comma z is belong to y comma of z. Okay, and let's suppose you get a one, let's suppose here now in this type of question you get a 2 value. In this question now, in this question gamma is equal to beta. Okay, why this gamma is equal to beta? Because the dimension of these two ordered bases are same, but whenever the dimension will be changed, okay, whenever the dimension will be changed from one linear mapping to another linear mapping, from one transformation to another, if the dimension get the change, then you get the different value of the gamma and beta. And here what is the gamma and beta? Gamma and beta are the basis. What? They are the basis. Okay, so gamma is this and beta is this. Okay, so for gamma you get a different basis, for you for beta you get a different basis, and you have to find out the ordered basis by using these two bases. Okay, so understand how we form. Okay, so wait. Okay, so here you get the order basis 2 comma order not basis 2 comma 1 comma 0, 1 comma 0 comma of 1, and for beta you get the 1 comma of 1 and 1 comma of minus of 1. Okay, you get a beta here. So gamma belongs to this and beta belongs to this. Okay, so let's we put the value for the gamma in this mapping and we get some value. Okay, so what we get some value? We get value 2 comma 1 comma 0 is 0 comma 1. Okay, no, 1 comma 0, 1 comma 0. And for 1 comma 0 comma 1, what we get? We get 0 comma 1. Okay, by this linear transformation. Okay, 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 we move forward. So we get what we get? We get 1 comma 0 comma 1. Okay, so what we have to do now? What we have to do? We get the 1 comma 0 comma 1, and now the question is my, okay, so now the question, we get this thing. So what is the difference between R when we doing the linear transformation R2 to R2 and the R3 to R2 is that the question is that is why we get the one more extra basis. Okay, why we get the one more extra basis? So we get the extra basis. Now we have to just, what we have to do? We have to just want to get the value 1 comma 0, 1 comma 0 and 0 comma 1 by using this basis. What we have to do? We have to just find out the linear transformation which give the value of this by using this basis. So it's very easy. You have to just write down a linear transformation. So 1 upon 2, okay, I will write 1 upon 2, 1 comma 1 plus half of 1 comma minus of 1. 1 minute, it's not clear. I want to write in a good handwriting. So 1 comma 2, 1 comma of 1 plus half 1 comma minus of 1. Okay, and same for this, half 1 comma 1 plus minus of half 1 comma 1. Okay, so we already know that here what we got our basis. So like previously, what we do? We write this into in column form, this into column form. So column form is 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. And if we take a 1 by 2 common, so what we get? 1 by 2, 1 1 1 minus of 1. So this is our ordered basis. Okay, so we revise this thing and we pack up this session. Okay, so first of all, here the question is how to find out the ordered basis of a linear transformation. Okay, ordered basis. There is the huge difference between the basis and an ordered basis. Okay, so first of all, what we have to do whenever you get this type of question. Okay, so there is a two thing. Either your dimension will be equal, either your dimension will be different. There is the two cases. Let's suppose your dimension will be equal. If your dimension will be equal, you get the linear mapping and you get the only one basis. Okay, and in this situation now, V is equal to W. And what is V is equal to W? Okay, what is V is equal to W? Okay, so what is V is equal to W here means? It means that if T belongs to V to W sorry, if T is belong to V to W, it means that if the dimension of this and this is equal, it means it R2 to R2, it means that the basis of this also are equal. The basis of this also equal. That's why B is equal to W is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to whatever your following basis you have. Okay. So what you have to do is 1 second. Okay. Okay, huh. So what you have to do this type of question, you have to just simply put the value of the basis on your given transformation. Okay, so you get the this value, corresponding value, and you have to write the corresponding value in the form of vector form or linear transformation form. Okay, with using all the bases. So you use the all the bases and you get this thing in a basis form. Okay. In a linear transformation form, sorry. So what you have to do, you have to write the coefficient of your each corresponding value from the basis. So this is your coefficient, this is your coefficient, so you get this. Okay, so you write in this thing in a column vector form. So how in a column form, this is the column order, like this order, not in row order. You have to write in a column order. Okay, so you write this thing. Whenever the dimension of your linear transformation is not equal, so you get a two bases. Okay, gamma and beta, gamma for V, beta for W. Okay, so your linear transformation, let's suppose running from TV to W. Okay, so it's R3 to R2. So you get a two bases, one basis for V, beta, and one for this gamma. Okay, so what you have to do, if you get this type of question, so first of all you have to put this value in this equation. So you get the corresponding value, I get the corresponding value 1, 0, 1. Then you have to use this basis, you have to use this basis and write in the vector form that type which you get this corresponding value. So think about this, what type of coefficient you will be multiply, or how you just do the use the rule of the linear transformation. We already studied in the previous video the rule. There is the rule for a linear transformation, you can perform only two operation, addition and scalar multiplication. Okay, so you know you can perform this type of only operation. So you can only do a scalar multiplication or addition. So we multiplied half, okay, 1/2, and we get the corresponding value 1, 0 and 0, 1. Okay, so you can perform this type. Okay, I hope you will be understand. If you have any doubt, then please comment out. Thanks.